Bob, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's great to be here.
We chatted a couple of years ago, and we wrote a full feature-length story about Anaqua and the great work you're doing. But I'm excited to catch up and get more of the details on the business and the evolution as far as the technology or whatever you guys are up to. So, but before we get into that, let's talk about your background. So, talk about your professional history before Anaqua.
I grew up with the finance ranks, so I'm a CPA, or I guess I was a CPA at this point. And I spent a bunch of years at Thomson Reuters in the information space, and also LexisNexis here in New York. So that's my background. My background allowed me, and when I was at Lexis, we actually looked at the Anaqua property when it became on the market in 2013. And when I left Lexis, I was connecting with a gentleman that I had worked with about 20 years earlier at Thomson, who was on the board of Anaqua. And he said, "Bob, are you familiar with this property? We may have a need for a CEO." And I said, "Absolutely." I looked at this property. I love the business. I love the software. I love the market. So that's it's a small world, and you never know where you'll end up.
Well, let's talk about Anaqua. So you guys are helping companies protect their IP, which is obviously very, very important. So, so talk more about what you guys actually do.
So we're a workflow software, and what we've done is we've injected analytics into the software platform, the first to do that in our market. So while you're actually in the software, you're able to evaluate your assets, and you could rank your assets. You can compare it to the others' competition. So it's actually making it much more useful. And what that's allowed us to do is move actually upstream into the C offices, the C suites, if you will. So now where originally we were selling to say IP operations, now we're selling to attorneys. Now we're selling to CIOs. Now we've actually increased the value proposition of the software, which has allowed us to continue to expand our market.
And like, if you could just kind of give an idea of like the types of companies that you guys work with.
So we started our expertise is in large corporate, large multinational corporations, and we do that better than anyone else on the market. So you're looking at IBMs, the GEs. And we've had a great deal of success in Japan. So we've got Sony. We signed Canon this year. And what we're really good at is, as you think about a Canon, for instance, they not only have operations in Japan, but they've got operations in Europe, they've got operations in the US. And historically what's happened is each of those, or entities, if you will, had their own way of managing IP. And now for the first time with Sony, with Canon adopting Anaqua, there's one system used worldwide, one centralized database that holds all their assets. Everybody's looking at the same data at this, so it's a way of bringing the value and having others look at the data in a way that they've never been able to do before.
So we chatted a couple of years ago. We wrote a whole profile about Anaqua and some of the developments of the company. But since then, so where's your company now as far as any new advancements with the software and platform, or the growth of employee headcount?
So we're this year we launched AQX, which is our next gen. So it's a better UI, better UX, deeper analytics, and we've also expanded quite dramatically globally. We now have over 30 people in our Tokyo office. This year, for instance, we signed Canon, which was a very, very big win for us. So we're growing globally, and we're also growing from a service perspective. So we now do docketing, paralegal, data validation, title updates, and with that, those services are all actually services that are out of the software. Right. So what we try to do is make your experience in the software as easy as it can be by providing additional services. So it's our strategy, and it's working very well for us so far.
Now, for hiring, in North America, and I guess more specifically Boston, like what's your plan as far as growing the team, over the next year or so?
Yeah, so we're really focused. We added 50 new logos last year, on the Anaqua side, and we're going to add at least 50 new logos this year. So when you're adding that many new clients, our requirements around client success, product support, grows tremendously. As well as we have our own professional service organization, so project managers, technical support, business consultants, and those have grown pretty dramatically with the increase in our customer base. So here in Boston, we've got a full array of functions, from accounting, marketing, product support, client success, hosting up. Our hosting operations is managed out of Boston. So we're high. We continue to grow here. A lot of engineers, a lot of young engineers, as well as some of these other functions as well. So our accounting, our HR is all located here in Boston.
Okay. Now, as far as actually, when someone does join Anaqua, what's it like working there? What's the day-to-day culture like?
Well, look, so I'm a little prejudiced when it comes to this. I think it's a great place to work. We've got we've added this in 2019. We're going to add between 50 and 70 people. Not all here in Boston, but worldwide. We do have, and we've had a very, very low attrition. Now, in today's environment, we basically have full employment, if you will. But we've had a great deal of success hiring people. So we try to make it a fun environment. We work hard. We try to also make sure that we take care of our employees. So we're increasing, from a benefit perspective, and also, as I said, we try to make it fun. So we'll have events here. I think tomorrow we're having our Halloween party, or we're going to judge costumes. So we try to make it fun, but we work hard, and we do our best to make sure that our employees and their families are well cared for.
Why is now the ideal time to join Anaqua?
We're in a hyper growth stage, so we're going to grow organically in excess of 20%. As I said, we're adding at least 50 new clients on the Anaqua platform alone, as well as some of our other, I'm not counting some of our other products here. So it's growing very rapidly, and you have a real chance to influence Anaqua as it's growing. We try to listen to our employees and help us understand what we should be doing and what we should be doing better. So it's a real great environment to be.
So if you are interested in exploring opportunities at Anaqua, you can check out all their job listings on their biz page on VentureFizz. Go to venturefizz.com/Anaqua, and that's ANAQUA. So you can see a complete list of all their openings right there. Well, thanks so much for taking the time for walking us through all the great things you guys are up to at Anaqua.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it, and it's great to see you again.